And R. Kelly is fighting for his life out here. Yeah, fighting for my life here. Y'all killing me. How do I feel about it? I mean, it's difficult because I guess technically everything he's been accused of is still just an accusation. And officially there is no actual proof that he did the things that he did. At least as far as I know. Unless there's... I actually know that there was some video or something, but maybe the video wasn't clear, or I don't know, maybe. Anyway, regardless, it is looking very, 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 very bad for R. Kelly. It looks like he is most likely guilty. He probably did do the things that he's been accused of. And that's how it's looking right now. It's not looking very good for him. And that interview, I don't believe, helped him very much either. I don't think that worked in his favor at all. How do I feel about it? Here's the thing. I pretty much grew up with R. Kelly. Well, not entirely, I mean, but certainly part of my early years, R. Kelly was an influence on me. You know, he was the first artist that I bought on CD. Vibe. I bought a single from the HMV in Oxford Street back in maybe 91 or 92 or something like that. It was the first thing I ever bought on CD. I remember get on the bus and going down to Oxford Street specifically to buy that CD. And although I wouldn't say that I'm a big R. Kelly fan over the years, I haven't followed his career that closely. Certainly he is the reason, or a big part of the reason, why Aaliyah had a music career. And Aaliyah was, you know, massive back in the day and released one of the best albums to date. You know, and Age Ain't Nothing But a Number. If you've not heard that album, it's an absolutely incredible album. I've been listening to it fairly recently, and after all these years, like 30 years later maybe, and it still holds up as just a quality album. And R. Kelly was a part of that. You know, that's a fact. So not to negate or to diminish or belittle even the things that he's done or been accused of doing, because those are horrible things, and you know, you don't want to make excuses for that. But at the same time, I feel like it's also important to acknowledge that as horrible as the things he may have done is, he is still a part of who I am. You know, that is, you know, it's the same with Michael Jackson, you know, same with you know, Bill Cosby, you know, same with Rolf Harris, same with you know, Jimmy Savile. You know, they are parts of the reason I am who I am, and all of them have been accused or been proven to have done something extremely horrible to other people, and that's not okay. You know, that's not something you just, oh, well, it's fine because they did this. It's not okay. But you know, you can't change the history. You can't change the fact that I watched their TV shows. You can't change the fact that, you know, that was me going things like, yeah, that's really cool. That's so awesome that they're doing these things. That happened, you know. So I think in the end, it's important to acknowledge the goods that somebody's done, even though they've done some horrible things. But you just don't excuse the bad that they've done. You know, you acknowledge the good, but you don't excuse the bad. That's how I try to look at it, at least anyway. Acknowledge the good that they've done, but don't excuse the bad that they've done. You know, but I think if you try to get into this whole thing of, you know, you cancel somebody and you have to ban them from ever being on the TV or the radio or whatever it is, I think once you start getting to that area, it just becomes like, okay, well, who out here is perfect? You know what I mean? Who out here is perfect? Who has never done anything bad ever in their entire life? You know, maybe we haven't all done some things on the level of those, but nobody's perfect. And, you know, musicians are never going to be perfect, and people are not going to be perfect. So, yeah, to me, it's like, you know, you listen to their music, that's not a problem. If you enjoy the music, if it does something for you, if you get something positive from it, then that's fantastic. But just because you get something positive from their music doesn't mean you excuse the horrible things that they've done, because no, that's not okay. So yeah, it's my long-winded answer.